My friends, welcome to my daily diary segment. Pro-life leader Frank Pavone here in a celebration of the work that you continue to support, that we continue to do, and that I delight in every day. And in the spirit of transparency, I share with you in these daily diary videos exactly what I did each day. It's an important question for anyone that we support, for any leaders that are leading in any way. We ought to know, we deserve to know what they're doing. So what did I do on Friday, March 15th through Sunday, March 17th of 2024? Friday, I was here in my office, early day, starting out here in the studio with taping, a staff meeting at 8:30 as usual. And then in the morning, a combination of work at my desk, I'll tell you some of the topics I had to deal with, and interacting with the staff, always strategizing in these meetings. It might be a 5-minute meeting, but we come up with an idea that leads to months and months of work and projects reaching more people with the pro-life message. So whether it's with our social media team, our fundraising team, our correspondence department, our production team, video team, or executive team. So I'd be here, when I'm here in the office, I'm constantly intersecting with all these different departments and pouring fuel on the flames, if you will. They're already very dedicated and hard at work, and I'm there to be the encourager and guide. So what I did was in the morning some various work in regard to, I'm a board member of the Center for Bioethical Reform, so I had to have some communications there. Follow up on the Good Shepherd Project, the online training we do for clergy. Revision of the election prayer that we use every election year. The follow-up on the seminar that we just had for pregnancy centers about the new app about the unborn child, See Baby Grow. Connections with media outlets, giving quotes to reporters, arranging for invitations for future interviews, a lot of work connected with that. A lot of work on our ongoing Pro-Life Women in History project for this month of March, approval for an email going out, and more work on elections, meeting with our election team, and planning for future trips. Of course, always getting invitations to be out on the road, and we have to assess those. At 1 o'clock in the afternoon, I did my a blood donation here in town. Came back from that, had more meetings with staff, such as a 3 o'clock meeting with our production team. Now that's studio production as well as social media development, and our executive director. We were talking about the broadcasting and the content that we are going to share with you for Holy Week. We have a lot of good things that we want to deploy and redeploy. After that meeting, I came here in the studio late afternoon, did a taping of the Praying for America, our daily weekday program, and then went back to my desk and got end-of-day updates from staff and did some writing and preparation, had a quiet evening here at the office, took my daily walk in the evening, and just prepared for the week ahead. I signed some cards, for example, birthday cards for donors and bishops and so forth. The next day, Saturday the 16th, I did some early work in the morning at my desk. I had to deal with things like follow up to the seminar that we had for the pregnancy centers, follow up with Shari Richard of unborn.com, pioneer ultrasonographer for the pro-life movement. We're helping her in a number of ways. Media opportunities, engagements and invitations, placement of opinion pieces that we've written. We're getting the word out in so many different ways. Approval of a voter registration email to go out to our political volunteers, and more on the Pro-Life Women in History project. But then at 8 o'clock in the morning, I got picked up from my office to go to the airport. Went to the Orlando airport because I had to travel to Atlanta for the memorial service for Alveda King's mom, Naomi, who passed away the other day. So I did my usual work in the car, at the airport terminal, on the plane, and then at the hotel where I was checking in, and then just spent some hours there prior to going over to Ebenezer Baptist Church for the ceremony. Went over for the ceremony, of course, saw Alveda and so many of the other members of her family that I've come to know, and other leaders in the Black community, and spent time with them, led one of the prayers at the conclusion of the service, and it was very, very nice. It was right there at the very concluding part of it was right there by the reflecting pool where Martin Luther King Jr. and Coretta are buried, and we prayed right there in front of that pool. So it was a beautiful service, followed by dinner, and so I ate with the family and their invited guests after Naomi's funeral. Went back to my hotel and then went to bed early in preparation for an early flight back on Sunday the 17th. I got picked up at about 4:30 in the morning and went to the airport, did some work at the airport, had to do some email communications in regard to future pro-life leaders meetings, some work with regard to data in our volunteer recruitment efforts. We have volunteers here at the main office, and also planning for future trips, some writing, some reading, did work at the airport, on the plane, on the car ride back to my office. And then once I got to my office, Sunday the 17th, well, of course, I settled in, checked out work that had to be prepared for staff for the week, because it's going to be another week of travel, so I had to prepare for that, pack up again for the next trip. And then I had to spend a lot of time here in the studio because I'm going to be away for about a week, and I had to pre-tape a lot of the programming that we put out each day, the scripture reflections, the Praying for America, political programs, other pro-life programs. So I spent time in the studio both before and after lunch. Now, right after lunch in the early afternoon, I had a live Newsmax interview. They wanted to talk to me about the spiritual significance of St. Patrick's Day. I was on with Lydia Serrani, a good friend and host of the program. And then I continued my own taping here and work at my desk. As I finished with the taping, I had to prepare for the next Priest for Life newsletter. I had to also do some preparation of other articles and writings and work for the team, getting things ready for the week. So that brought me through the entire day. I did some preparation of birthday cards that we send out for donors, and also some trip plans. I had to get my trip planning all in order for upcoming trips. A lot of work in regard to that. And then I went to bed early. It brought me into the quiet work of the evening. It brought me to the point of concluding the day and going to bed early. So those were the days, the 15th to 17th of March, 2024. Hope your days are going well. Be strong in the battle for life. We're here to assist you with that, and we will talk to you soon.